Officials in the US say they are confident that a ceasefire deal between Israel and Hamas will go through, despite a delay after Israel accused Hamas of trying to alter the terms of the agreement. Tonight, Israel's Security Minister Itamar Ben-Gvir, who's part of the hardline right-wing faction of the government, threatened to quit the governing coalition if a deal were to go ahead. Overnight, after jubilant scenes in Gaza, news of a ceasefire, Israeli airstrikes killed over 80 people, according to the Hamas-run health ministry, a figure which includes women and children. This report is by Jeremy Bowen.
Just a few hours after the ceasefire agreement was announced, men in northern Gaza were back digging through the rubble for the dead and wounded after an Israeli strike. The ceasefire is not due to start until Sunday. Then they heard a small voice. He was alive. Strong enough to wave for help. His name is Asad Fadl Khalifa. His parents, sister, aunt and uncle, we're told, were killed in the strike. He's 3 years old. His mouth was full of gravel and dust. He was trying to pull it out himself. We went to Nablus on the West Bank, the other side of the occupied Palestinian territories, to try to assess the mood. Israel won't let us into Gaza. Nablus is a Palestinian city with a long history of resistance to the Israeli occupation. It's a toy gun. Down the street, the faces of men killed using real guns to fight Israelis, some from a militia known as the Lion's Den. Heroic martyrs here, terrorists as far as Israel is concerned. Amma has a stall selling sweet corn.
Peace is difficult because you need to go back to the religion and doctrine. But we would love for the bombing to stop and for them to leave Gaza and for the prisoners to get free and for everyone to go back to their homes and family because they suffered a lot in this war. May God help them.
At her stall, Amina is desperate for the ceasefire to work.
It affected us a lot here, both financially and mentally. We, especially women, are affected by what we are seeing, the children who are dying. We hope we could help, but we can only pray.
A ceasefire, if it could hold, would be a considerable and an overdue achievement. But the sad truth is that it wouldn't end the conflict between Palestinians and Israelis. Everything that has happened since the 7th of October attacks has made the conflict about as bitter as it's ever been.